Cash dividends are not expenses. Why do we say so? In business, funds can come from two sources, outsiders and owners. When funds come from outsiders, we have to pay cost for those funds in the form of interest, and when it comes from owners, we have to pay it as dividend. But interest is always agreed or accepted as expense, but dividend paid to owners are not considered as an expense. Because of this understanding, expenses always reduce the profits and taxes, but dividends, since they are not considered as an expense, they will not have any impact on taxes, rather they are paid out of profit after tax. Let's take a scenario where business is going to raise 100 crore funds, 50 crore through debt at the rate of 10% and another 50 crore through equity, that is also at the rate of 10%. Let's assume business is making a profit before interest and taxes of 30 crore. So from this profit we have to pay interest for this lenders, which is 50 crore into 10%. We will bring that here, and that is 5 crore. So after paying that, what is left over is 25 crore. This is profit before taxes. On this, tax have to be paid. Let's say tax rate is 30%. So 25 crore into 30% works out to 7.5 crore. So what is left after that is profit after tax 17.5 crore. In this business, owners have invested 50 crore with an expectation of getting 10% return. So they will be expecting 50 crore into 10%, 5 crore as dividend. This business has already made a profit after tax of 17.5 crore. So they can pay this 50 into 10% 5 crore as dividend, and what is retained in the business is 12.5 crore. Now let us see what is the impact of interest on this 50 crore. Interest paid is 5 crore, right? But because this business is paying interest of 5 crore, it is actually saving on the taxes. Imagine the scenario where there is no interest. Then this entire 30 crore profit would have been subjected to tax at the rate of 30%. It means they would have ended up paying 9 crore as taxes instead of paying 7.5 crore. So we can say the presence of interest of 5 crore has actually helped this business to pay tax of only 7.5 crore instead of 9 crore. It means they have saved a tax of 1.5 crore. In finance, money saved is considered as money earned. So their actual interest is 5 crore, which is their outflow. They have saved 1.5 crore, which is considered as good as inflow. So the effective interest is 5 minus 1.5. It is only 3.5 crore. So their effective interest cost is only 3.5 crore. For having raised a debt of 50 crore, it means effective interest cost is only 7%. Even though they have raised it at 10%, effective cost works out only to 7%. But if you look at the case of equity, they have paid 5 crore as dividend, right? So dividend is here. The fund raised is 50 crore and 5 crore is the cost for 50 crore. It means cost of equity is 10%. So look at the disparity, 50 crore, 50 crore, both sides same funds are raised, 10%, 10%, both sides same cost, but the effective cost of debt is 7% and the effective cost of equity is the actual cost itself, which is 10%. Do you know why this disparity arises? Because dividend is not an expense. Since it is not an expense, it is not going to reduce the profit. Since it is not going to reduce the profit, it is not going to have any impact on taxes. But debt interest is an expense, and that treatment has actually helped the company to save the taxes, which eventually reduce the cost of debt from 10% to 7%, but nothing like that happened in case of dividend. So let's be very clear, dividend is not an expense, but interest is an expense. Do you wish to learn more? I invite you to check our Diamond Live membership. This is a membership program which will give you access to 130 plus pre-recorded online courses related to banking, credit, finance, accounting, costing and so on. It will also give you access to 100 plus ebooks related to these domains. Gives you access to all the live classes which we are going to conduct. Will also give you unlimited access to all the future e-publications in the form of courses, ebooks, templates and so on. So this membership program is only for those who want to be a lifelong learner. So if you are a lifelong learner and if you want to make use of this opportunity, you just have to WhatsApp me diamond to the number seen on the screen or simply comment DUM. I will share you the details.